Bitcoin is knocking on 100K's door, and it's Monday. So, of course, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy bought another 55,500 Bitcoin for 5.4 billion cuck bucks. Guys, strap in and get ready. The most intense Bitcoin bull market of our lifetimes is happening. The paradigm has shifted. All non-Bitcoin supporters are now being bullied out of Congress, and every single company and nation state plugging into Bitcoin, well, they're winning. A chain of correlation typically means causation. You're going to want to stay until the finish because El Salvador is about to rent volcanoes to Bitcoin miners. And not to mention, Bitcoin may have just made the kingdom of Bhutan the richest country per capita on the planet. Oh, and according to GigaChad, every Bitcoin you don't buy today could cost you $13 million. Is this time different? Well, I think it's time to find out. I'm Rustin, head of news at Simply Bitcoin, and we got a lot to get to. Send it!
And what I tell everybody is every Bitcoin you don't buy today is going to cost you $13 million in the future.
This man is not playing around. He is absolutely relentless. And I know I saw tweets coming in. They were like, when's the Saylor tweet coming? And then boom, you need to add more green dots. And then boom, MicroStrategy acquired 55,500 Bitcoin for 5.4 billion. And to go ahead and take a look at this, apparently some Wall Street bets people and others were putting some massive shorts in against MicroStrategy. And I was looking pre-open. It's not looking good for those guys. RIP. And don't you forget, we've only just begun. And remember in the opening, we talked about how everyone that plugs into Bitcoin, well, they are just winning so freaking hard right now. Check out Semler Scientific. They just purchased an additional 297 Bitcoin, now holding a total of 1,570. And, well, they're looking to buy a lot more. And why don't you just guess? Just guess what company in Japan outperformed everybody? Metaplanet. You know, Dylan Leclerc adopting the MicroStrategy strategy. Well, they are going bananas. Up 1,361%. Probably nothing. Then why don't we check this out? Bernstein Research, bullish on Bitcoin, 180K price target. There are a lot of reasons to be bullish on Bitcoin. Even Bernstein is. And why don't we take a look at this? What do you guys think of 800,000 new customers having the ability to buy Bitcoin? Is that bullish? Well, then you're going to love this because Hong Kong's largest digital bank, they just launched Bitcoin trading. ZA Bank has over 800,000 customers. Buckle up. MicroStrategy, since they adopted the Bitcoin strategy, this is what is happening. Now, everyone, they cannot afford to not to adopt Bitcoin because they're losing so hard. Bitcoin is the treasury reserve asset. Game theory is happening right now. Now, this is what happens with Bitcoin, you know, on corporate balance sheets, businesses, major companies. We are not like them. We buy corn, we take self-custody. F the ETFs, but I understand who those are for, and it's going to pump our bags massively. But never forget, self-custody is the revolution. You want to hold the thing, not a paper claim of the thing. And that's what we do on an individual level. But for major companies, it's just undeniable at this point. As Bernstein has said, MicroStrategy's Bitcoin treasury model is unparalleled. They're raising their price target of MicroStrategy to 600. And not to mention, just last week, like, put this in perspective. The mother of all supply shocks is here. The levee's about to break, guys. Breaking US ETFs purchased 35,000 Bitcoin last week alone. That is 11x the amount of Bitcoin that were mined. Other signs of mo-ass. We have withdrawals from exchanges intensifying. And yeah, you can only hold that beach ball underwater for so long. One of my favorite guys on Bitcoin Twitter, check this out from Wicked. It was around this many blocks after the halving last epoch when we broke out above 20K. So if 20K, 100K, there's similar levels. We go to price discovery after that. That is why so many people are betting on Bitcoin possibly doubling in, 30 to 45 days as it has in the past. And if you just look at it, here we are again on the brink of possibly the most insane bull run in Bitcoin's history. Man, the most insane bull run mankind has ever seen. Just look at the inflows. Bitcoin's going to melt faces. It is going to be a wild ride. So wild, we could hit $1 million. And in just 2 years, Roll it.
Rather than predicting how high it's going to go, I want to say maybe there's, psychological fuel in the tank for like a 2-year, like real bull market. And then the fact that we're starting with such a big push right now in the beginning makes me very, very bullish. Yes. It reminds me of like 2013 where like people thought like, oh, damn, like it's going, like we were to like $10 in 2012. And then we went to like 30, which was the previous all-time high. And then it just like zoomed past that. And we went to, I believe,
1,400. Right?
Actually, no, we went to 270 in the spring of 2013, and then it declined. It went down to $80, and people thought it was over. And then that, in a span of just a few months, we just went back on the horse, and by the end of the year 2013, we were at $1,200. So like from 10 to 1,200, 100x in 2 years' time. So the fact that we have so much going on right now, it makes me very bullish, and it makes me think like maybe this could be one of those two-legged, like there's going to be a big fake out, and then we just keep steaming forward. Yeah. And so all within a span of 2 years, yeah, we could hit $1 million. Like it's weird to say, but it's almost like only a 10x from here, really.
I don't know if anyone's really prepared for what's coming. Now, we have possibly the most savage and bullish clip Michael Saylor has ever dropped, and that is definitely saying something. But first, let's take a walk down memory lane. I don't care what anyone's personal opinion of Saylor is. This isn't the point of what I want you to take out of this. This is a competitor's mindset. Knowing you're outgunned and outmatched and walking into the fight anyway, and just saying, bring that shit. That's a dude I want on my side in a fight. That's a dude that believes in something. Roll it.
I think this kind of is working in 12 weeks or 24 weeks. But when I did this, I didn't expect it to work in 12 weeks. I did it thinking that in 1 to 3 years, people will think I'm not an idiot. And in 10 years, I'll be happy I did it. And I'm ready to get beat to death for the first 1-2 years. If people are going to beat me to death, because you could have been beat to death on Facebook stock and Apple stock and Google stock and whatever in a 1 to 2, 3 year time frame. There's anybody that tells you that they actually know the direction of this stuff over the course of days or weeks or months, they're deluding themselves and they're deluding you.
Just look back and remember the beatings that guy took, and the beatings are continuing, but the numbers no one can argue with. And now it's blatantly obvious that every single company needs a Bitcoin strategy, or what? You lose. 500K Bitcoin may very well be a magnet, because if you look at this, the highest single day profit taking event in Bitcoin history, and that's over 10.5 billion realized. And despite this, the incoming demand just ate it all up. Weak hands are exiting. Strong hands continue to accumulate. This is tackling fuel.
Tackling fuel.
Strap in and put on your Bobby Boucher helmet, because this clip is about to rattle your sphincter. It has become apparent that Saylor, he gives no fucks anymore. Is this the most bullish Michael Saylor clip of all time? We'll let you be the judge. Roll it!
You think that the better bet is MicroStrategy versus buying it directly, for example, forgetting about the leverage piece of it?
I actually think by far the best bet is buy our convertible bonds, because our convertible bonds are outperforming Bitcoin right now with downside protection. That's why we sold 3 billion of them this week. That's why I got a $500 million order to buy one in a 20-minute meeting.
Look at this. On July 3rd, 2002, MicroStrategy stock fell to an all-time low of 42 cents. And as of recording this morning, it is now at 416.25. Listen to Giga Chad here. Never give up. Adopt the Bitcoin standard and go on your own hero's journey, your own revenge tour. Oh, and did you forget? It's coming, my friends, and it has historical precedent. The strategic Bitcoin reserve has historic precedence. Look at that. The historical precedent is that you're not bullish enough. We have some massive news out of El Salvador, as well as a clip of a fragile bear walrus getting absolutely annihilated and on live television. But before we bring it home, look at our likes.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
If you're enjoying the show so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Set those notifications for the best in Bitcoin news delivered to you daily. Give us a pap while we take a moment to recognize our sponsors, the masters of Bitcoin self-sovereignty the Bitcoin way. Simply Bitcoin Originals are powered by the Bitcoin way. They've got 25 years of experience in cybersecurity. They are your IT team in the Bitcoin world. Whether you're just getting started setting up your first Bitcoin wallet or node, or you're looking into UTXO management, multi-sig security, inheritance planning, or accepting Bitcoin payments, they've got you covered. Time to go from the why Bitcoin to how Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin way will hold your hand and guide you through every step of the process. Hey, if you're looking to get started, you can book a free 30-minute call using that link below.
By the way, I have something I want to mention.
Yes.
I
want to talk about Bitcoin. That's where I was going to go.
No, one thing.
Don't
one
look
thing I
at
want to
me.
say.
Don't point at me when
Listen,
you talk.
It's a speculative thing.
Yeah.
And one point is Bitcoin proved once again that it's not a hedge against your assets melting.
What or against money printing, or it's just a speculative asset. It's like a NASDAQ.
It's a speculative asset that seems to, it's just like, behave, like high-priced real estate in Manhattan, or to track the stock market.
Right. That may be true, but you're losing your ass from when you told me it was useless at 30,000.
I'm saying it's useless doesn't mean there's a lot of things I didn't invest in.
All right.
There are a lot of things I didn't invest in that went up.
I want you to short it.
Went down.
Instead of just talking, I want you to short it or buy it. Do one or the other.
That's exactly the kind of false economy that you're causing. I'm telling you, it's an asset that's crazy. Okay, of course, got enough crazy people to drive it up.
See, I told you. Absolutely annihilated. All right. Now, seriously, big finish time. Look at this and remember what we said about Bhutan. The kingdom of Bhutan, Bitcoin owned by government, adjusted per person. They are winning massively. And Bhutan already passed El Salvador. Is Bukele going to let the U.S. pass them too? Not so fast, my friends, because it looks like Bukele has an answer. Just look at this, bros. We have 170 volcanoes to mine corn with, not 2. WTF are we doing? Accelerate. NMAX is going to be on InfoWars with maybe the future CEO of MSNBC this week talking about, well, El Salvador's initiative to rent out volcanoes to Bitcoin miners. You're not bullish enough. All right, guys, what did we learn? We learned you don't want to be on the wrong side of history. On this one. Pour one out for the bear walruses. The Treasury Secretary likes Bitcoin. The President likes Bitcoin. The Cabinet owns Bitcoin. The Commerce Secretary loves Bitcoin. Anyone who hates Bitcoin has been removed from Congress. Liz is probably going to be next. Take a guess where we're going to go from here. We're going to Valhalla. And all these short-term little pressure, they just don't matter. You want to know how you win? Listen to Adam Beck. You buy every month. You never short Bitcoin, and you self-custody your corn. Buy the truth and do not sell it. It's going to be a massive week, so stay tuned, set those notifications, and if you want to catch up on the latest news or just keep this bullish party going, click here. Love you guys. Stay humble, stack sats, and win, baby. Hey, I'll catch you all next time. Peace.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, you.